Hello everyone, this is Samir the Knight, and welcome back to another live stream. We are playing Final Fantasy XIV again, and we will be starting very shortly. I've been messing with the audio settings every live stream. Tweaking and tweaking. I'm hoping it's better today than the last few ones. Audio wise, it's just been, I don't know why, it just seems like it got worse at some point, and then, but overall I think it should be in a good place now. I just find myself being way too loud, and I don't know if I just need to talk less loudly or something, but you know, when it comes to high impact scenes and things like that, I'm gonna be, you know, animated. So it's usually those things are kind of, well, and just in general, really, just been too loud. So hope this is good. Any feedback is highly appreciated. I should just be not reaching yellows or red at all, which is where we're at right now. So anyway, so hope happy Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. As I mentioned, we're playing more Final Fantasy XIV. So let's get caught up on what has happened in between, because I did a lot. Okay. First thing, I've gone through a bunch of the side quests that I had queued up. So I just want to talk about those real quick. There was the one. Basically, all the ones I did were all for the beast tribes for Stormblood. So you see I have all three of them unlocked here. And I have actually a little bit of progress made with the Kojin, at least, as well. So there was... Let's just start with the Kojin, I guess. The Kojin had one quest in the Ruby Sea, which I picked up, but I never really did anything with. You remember back from several streams ago, some guy was asking for help with his daughter, and so yeah, that kind of led with a whole bunch of things with us helping the Kojin, and they were like, oh, okay, cool. Help us gather materials for their new vault, because those of you who remember from the story, the red Kojin hold the main vault that all of the Kojin used to use collectively, but then the red Kojin are, you know, gotten a little crazy and working with the Garleans and kind of influenced with Susanoo. So they decided to make their own vault so that they can continue to do their own thing without having to necessarily interfere or interact with the red Kojin. So that's what the whole premise is for that, and I've got that started. So I finished that side quest. I also unlocked the other side quest in the area, which unlocked the really high long tower called Heaven on High, and I had to beat the up to floor 50 in the Palace of the Deep dungeon, which is back in the Realm Reborn area. But that was just like on my own thing. There's nothing really there too much story-wise. There's some story involved in some other quests from way back, but again, that's nothing that you necessarily have to worry about. So, so those are the things I did there. In Gaia Urbania, there was the quest I was doing like last time as an example, where I was helping out the person from the Alliance, looking into like the prisoners from in the area. So there was that story quest, and then there was also another story quest with the Mikoto, the you know, the cat people, and that one individual who was trying to like take over the leader position. So I finished those two story quest lines, and they both connect at the end once you beat both their quest lines to lead into the quest that unlocks the Ananta. So that but I didn't even really mention this, but for the Ruby Sea, they set up a place over here that we can go and take repeatable quests in Tamamizu. So that's for the Kojin. As for the Ananta, we go back to here in the fringes. So they set up a place here in the Castellum on that bridge there. So the Ananta there have a place that we can take up repeatable quests again, and you do those every day, and you get their reputation up. So that's the things I've unlocked. The final thing, which is where I am right now, is with Namazu. Those of you who remember, there was 2 unlock quests, side quest kind of things in Yanja here, in specifically this area in Namai, and I thought one of them had to do with a beast tribe quest for the Lupin, the wolf tribe people. That wasn't the case. That was specifically helping out one individual who was a Lupin in the village. So that was one storyline, and then there was another one which led to me helping out the Namazu over here in Yezuku Manor. And again, so similarly to the Ananta one, once you finish those 2, they kind of come together, and you know, they kind of, the storylines interconnect with each other, and that led me to meet some individuals over here, Gyoshu, Shigetsu, and I think Gore, or was it Goshin? I don't remember which one it is, but because they all have Gyo in their name and I don't remember which one's which. But that led to another series of quests that led me over here, which is in Doro Ilo. So we were wondering what this place was for when we're going through the Zim step before. It was just kind of empty. But yeah, they set up shop here. You can take up quests, same thing as any other beast tribes, and you know, build their reputation. And their whole thing is they're trying to put together a festival for reasons. So yeah, that's kind of where I was doing this whole weekend, just trying to get these ready. I've been spending a lot of, you get to do 12 beast tribe quests per day. You can't just like do them again and again and again like that, but and each beast tribe has a limited amount of quests as well. So I've been focusing primarily on the Xali, and that's a Reborn one, just because I've been working on that from a long time ago and I stopped, and I wanted to just get that one out of the way, because there are things called allied beast tribe quests which you unlock when you can max out every one of them. So I wanted to just work from the beginning. Oh, don't hit my mic, don't do that. I wanted to start from the beginning and just kind of work from there forward. So I have everything unlocked now. I had these unlocked from Heavensward a while ago, and now I have everything from Stormblood. So I take my time, get these unlocked. That's just going to be on my own time, and I'll see how things go. But those are all the quests. So I'm actually clear out all my quests from my inventory here. The only ones I have left are these 2, which the Ruby Princess quest line I definitely want to do at some point on stream, which might be soon. I'll have maybe dedicate a day for that, just like maybe Wednesdays I'll do that quest line, and then maybe Monday and Friday for main story stuff and other things. But then we also have this one as well. This one's a longer quest line, so I might do this one first. This was like helping the people of Ysil's hometown kind of get recuperated again. So yeah, curious to see how that goes. There's also some other storylines, so I'm thinking if I go that way and I just focus on one day for that, I'll do the Hildenbrand stuff after the Ruby Princess one, because that one's a long quest line as it is too. So okay, so otherwise that's it. That's all the catch up. Otherwise, besides that, I've been focusing a lot of grinding on trying to level up my bard and samurai. I'm also trying to do samurai, but I haven't done much progress there. And also got my stuff back for paladin here. So yeah, I want to get these 3 classes leveled up over the next, you know, few weeks or whatever, and see how that goes. the thing I didn't mention was that what was it that I didn't mention? Shit, I had it on top of my head and then forgot. What did I do else? Or what did I want to mention? Right, the Centaurian clan boards. That's right. That was the other thing I was working on too. I didn't realize I didn't unlock a lot of this stuff, which is like just like hunts. You can find specific monsters and kill them, and you get money and things like that. But more specifically, you get Centaurio seals, which you can use to get like gear and things like that. There's nothing really right now that I want. There's like one thing I want for glamour, but nothing is really super important for me to get now because I'm in Stormblood and I should be focusing any items on Shadowbringers or later, right? So, hi. Anyway, nice regalia there. Anyway, so that's all the progress so far. Today we're going to focus on going to the island of Eureka. And just go see what all that is about. Because I'm curious and I'm hearing a lot of mixed things about it, and I tried to do some more research over it over the weekend, and it seems to not be exactly what I was hoping for, but we're gonna check it out all the same. See if there's anything we wanna get out of it, maybe, and we'll mess around with it for a bit, and afterwards we'll look up some other things we can do. So, all right. So here on Pier 1, I'm gonna go in as my bard here. Let's head over to Eureka Animos. If your elemental level is above 20, it'll be synced. I'll be starting at elemental level 1. So you start off, you have your own class job unmet. What's the requirements? Okay, maybe you have to be level 70 to go in there? Guess so. Okay, never mind, but let's check it out all the same. Da, da, da. All right, folks, welcome to Eureka Animos. All right, so we have a whole huge area to explore, and I heard that you only can get like certain parts at a time, or you have to unlock the next parts. But basically, you start off. You now have the opportunity to you can now have access to region's Aethernet. Additional shards can be found throughout the Forbidden Land Eureka. Attune to them to facilitate faster travel throughout the island. Yep. That is obvious. So the goal is, it's very, very classic MMO kind of gameplay, right? There's a grind and you have to kill monsters to level up and things like that. What I wanted to know, and it doesn't seem like it was the case after further research, is I heard that this was a good way to level up quickly your alternate classes. So you can get experience on your main class, but if it's, excuse me, sorry, you don't, it doesn't seem like you get experience points for your for your thing. You get experience for your elemental level, whatever that is. But let's just see what it's like. God, it's even worse than I imagined. What happened here? The people who got attacked. Let's talk to Kyle and see what's up here, because there's an overall story involved here, I think, but we'll also talk about what we can get out of this too. I knew it. I knew it. From the moment we arrived, despite everything that has happened here, there can be no mistake. I hate to admit it, but you had the right of it. What can you explain, please? I said I'll tell you everything if my suspicions prove true, and so I will. The reason I just signed to approve my participation in this expedition is because this island is the Isle of Val. The self-same island that once served as headquarters and home of the students of Baldessian, an island that belonged to on the other side of the world that was obliterated by terrible magic. Wow, really? Okay, so the backstory there is, back in the Realm Reborn, before we even met Kral, Minfilia, who was our leader in the Scions, spoke repeatedly of Kral, her friend, right? Who we know was another person who also had the Echo. She has the Echo, like we do in Minfilia, right? What we heard when we were starting to get involved with the Ashians and what, you know, the grief, the trouble that they were causing us, was that the Isle itself got freaking nuked, basically, right? And that was kind of wiped off the face of the map. No one knew what really happened, and the only survivor was Kryl. And then we finally eventually met her come like post A Realm Reborn, I think, or was it in Heaven's Word? I forget. Where we actually met her finally. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. Just thinking about that. So the island is on the other side of the world, supposedly, where it's supposed to be. Why is it here? I was fortunate to have been elsewhere at the time, but I know you were not so lucky. I don't suppose you have any idea how I could have ended up here in the Glass Ocean. Alas, my memories of the incident are muddled. All I recall is a voice. That of the star, I suspect. Faint and fleeting, but warm. Then I woke on the shore of Old Charlian. Okay. So she woke up on the shore of Old Charlian. Which we know Charlian is like west of like the dragon area in Gervania. Let's put it that way. It's like more that direction on its old, and it's on its old island. I've seen another map, so again, similarly to how Dalmasca is and things like that, I've seen another map that shows where it is supposed to be. But anyway, just for context. How convenient for you and utterly unhelpful for the rest of us. Would that more than Galuf's chosen heir could have received this blessing of light? And where are you off to now, Ajika? To find anyone else that might still be alive, I'll thank you not to follow. I work better alone. Because now that you got what you wanted. It's better for everyone if we cooperated, you know? Like, come on. I suppose you are not without your uses, given your proven capacity for survival and violence. A proposal, then. Should anything of significance, I will return here and share with the rest of you. Does that satisfy Kryl? Fine. Do what you want. He's a handful, I know. You need to worry about me. I'm more than capable of defending myself. So we have a mystery on our hands. Somehow the Isle of Val was transported from one corner of the world to this one. Ajika is right in that our first priority should be to confirm whether or not any of our comrades that were here are still alive. If someone is, then perhaps they will help us understand what happened. I appreciate your help more than you know. But before you begin in earnest, it is important that you are properly prepared. The stories you heard about the creatures that roam these lands were not exaggerations. I would not see you struck down due to carelessness. Gerald has been working on something that will be of use to you. Why don't you go and see if it is ready? I have various measurements to take in the meantime. Come and find me if you wish to speak later. Alright, Kryl. And Gerald, there he is. He's been helping us for every expansion with our best weapons. So that's why we know him so well, but Geralt, what do you have for us? Get ourselves dragged in this fine mess, eh? Morana's still wielding that tavern debt of mine like a chef's knife, taking a pounds of flesh here and there. Wait, don't tell me she got her hooks in you too. I mean, not necessarily, but I help her out just in case, because, hell, she gives me some good shit, man. Cost me an arm and a leg, but it's well worth it, I think. Oh well, it's not business of mine. We're here, and we may as well make the most of it. Much as you can make of being stuck on a godforsaken island where the very elements are your enemy, and the only living creatures want nothing more than you to make you dead. You probably heard from the others how the beauties here have been bathed in twisted aether, and this place, and are somehow stronger for it. Don't know about all of that, but I do know that if you walked out of the gates and let one take a swing at you, you'd feel it in more than ways than one. Not only can they rend flesh and break bone, but they can also disrupt your very aether. So if you're intended to go toe-to-toe with one, you need a way to improve your ability to endure some said BC's attacks. Rather, your ability to defend against attacks of a given elemental aspect. Goes without saying that the same principle applies if you want to hit the BC's back harder, eh? Inroad, to that end, Krala and I've been working on a solution. A magic contraption you can use to manipulate your elemental affinities and fight more effectively in Eureka. We call it a magia board. Might take some getting used to, but I'm sure a clever lad like you will manage. But the board alone is not enough, I should say. You'll need these crystals. What are they called? Magicite, that's what it is. The type of crystal you are found here in Eureka. Pure as divine snow, or so I'm told. Look, if you got one to spare, brought back by a survivor of the first expedition, go and take it, along with the board. Appreciate it, thank you. Reckon you'll find more while you're out and about, so I designed it to take up to 5 in a given configuration. To fix or remove Magicite, you'll need to avail yourself of their Magia Melder. Shouldn't be too hard, but if you got questions, direct them to the expedition engineer over yonder. Okay. So do we affix Magia Melder? Okay. All Magia Aether restored. The Magia Melder may be used to affix Magicite to or remove from your Magia board. When you finish experimenting with it, speak with Crowd to proceed. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So adventuring in Eureka. You have attained your very own Magia board. In Eureka, each creature is aspect to a certain element, giving them a distinct advantage in battle. You will need to make judicious use of both the Magia board and Magicite to overcome your foes. Raise your affinity to certain elements by melding Magicite to your Magia board, or spinning the board to change its alignment. Magia board properly configured to an enemy's ethereal tilt can enhance both offensive and defensive capabilities. Speak to the guy for more guidance. Okay. So I don't have any experience, but oh, okay. So only have one Magicite, but okay. And I can affix it to whatever I want here. Ah, okay, so that gave me like a 20% bonus to elements. I guess either in that damage type or that resistance type to me, I guess. Alright, so let's just look at that for the time being. And I can get more Magicite to fill every slot I get. Well, I probably won't be able to have a full thing. I'll have to, I don't know what the max number you can find is, but maybe 5. This island offers many unique challenges, and it would behoove you to approach them in a logical and reasoned fashion. Okay. Let's start with that. Okay. Strong affinity with a given element increases the damage you deal certain enemies, as well as reduce the damage you receive from certain enemies. Yep, so exactly like I said it was. Okay. Removing or fixing magicite, which can be found in there. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. What's spinning? To that end, they designed the magic bar so that the user could make more minor adjustments without the aid of the melder. Okay. So you can quickly change your elemental affinities. However, the change your affinities by this consumes 1 unit of magia aether. This type of gradually accumulates over time and is restored in its entirety when you use the melder. Okay. So if I take some time, I can do it. So what I can do is just click that. Oh, and it just moved over 1. Oh, okay, and I can do it so you can change it as whatever way you like. But then you commit once the timer, and that's committed. Okay. Interesting. Okay, can I move that? I should be able to move that. Let me, HUD. Let's put that like here. Oh, wait, what? What did I just move? Oh, whoops. Oh, wow, I can't move that? Really? It's not its own elemental thing? Or UI element? That's kind of annoying. Okay, I mean, it's fine where it is. Alright, just trying to get an idea of how this thing works. Anything else? Strengthening elemental aspects. Understanding the relationship between the 6 elements is key to making the most of your magic board. You cannot well expect to defeat your enemies if you don't know how to exploit their weaknesses, now can you? Right. Okay. Yeah, so it's rock, paper, scissors, right? Wind beats fire, fire beats ice, ice beats wind, lightning beats water, water beats ground, or earth, ground beats lightning. Yep, so ice is good against wind, wind is good against fire. Okay. And if you don't remember that, you can always look at the triangle and just like the triangle is like whatever is to the right. You're going, or you know, clockwise rather, not triangle. So if you want to deal more damage to an enemy aspect of the fire, you should use your magia board to strengthen your wind affinity. But if you want to take less damage from fire, so if I'm fighting a fire enemy, I want to have a balance. I want to have more wind. Should you suffer less damage when attacked by that same enemy, you should use your magia board to strengthen your affinity to its aspect. In that case, defend against fire with fire. Oh, okay, so I thought like you'd want to. Okay, so I was thinking like wind and ice. I'd have to do like wind to make my attack stronger and ice to make my defense stronger against fire. But no, wind to make my attack stronger. It's only one directional. That's not two. So. Fire to make my resistance to that. So yeah, it's attack and defense for that element. My wind attacks are stronger, and my wind defense is higher. So okay. Yep. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. All right, so. This is not the Eureka of the legend. This is that is to say, a subterranean labyrinth contained ancient Alex. Okay, but whatever. We don't care about that. Up to 8 players or solo. Item level sync. Unlike instance duties, yep. So it's like a huge duty area. So 144 players can play it at the same time. My elemental level. Your level and experience accrued will retain between visits. Progress will not be lost when you depart Eureka. Please be advised that elemental experience gained by may be affected by the number of players in your party and difficulties of the enemies you defeat. Right, so always fighting like higher strong enemies will give you more experience points. If you have a party, you get less because it's split between the people and things like that. You actually can lose experience if you get KO'd. I heard about this. You lose elemental experience. However, if you're revived by another player within 10 minutes of being KO'd, you receive no penalty. So it's only if you res. If your current elemental level is 5 or below, you will not lose. Okay, so you're fine under level 5. Otherwise, you're shit out of luck. Is 11 or higher, the penalty may reduce your elemental experience total below If your elemental level is 11 or higher, this penalty may reduce your elemental experience total below 0. Should this happen, you will lose an elemental level. Interesting. Okay, so you can actually down a level. That's really crazy. All right, so the monsters themselves. Okay, so you can tell based on the next to the name, there's an elemental icon, so that's good to know. Notorious monsters. These are going to be like the fates in back in Eorzea and elsewhere. They're like really strong monsters that you want everyone to kind of join in to take down, and you get some good rewards, I guess. Is rewards from combat. When you defeat enemies in battle, you may receive a variety of rewards. Among these possible rewards are protein crystals, which may be used to strengthen and enhance Eureka gear. So Eureka gear is the special weapons for this expansion, and it's required for you to actually go through here to get them, which I'm not planning on doing. All right, so I'm not going to worry about the rest. Okay, so... Oh, am I not even allowed to leave until I talk to Krile? Just curious. Okay. Okay. While taking preliminary readings, something unusual came to light. The headquarters of the Student Above Distance was situated in a tower, which appears to be encased in a magical barrier. Someone or something seems to have activated our defenses. I can only hope this was the work of the survivors. The very possibility is enough to make investigating the tower a priority. The question is, how are we to get there? Barriers notwithstanding, traveling on foot would place us at the mercy of the wilderness. It would be safer to make use of the island's Aethernet. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be in the best shape at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why, but perhaps we can find a way to put it in good working order. So I have two favors to ask of you. One, attune to every Aethernet shard you find. Any difficulties you experience may help me get to the root of the problem. And if you can use them without issue, then all the better. Two, if you should come across a protein crystal, I want you to bring it to me. I make this request on behalf of our financiers, to be clear. Which isn't to say that we shouldn't oblige them, we should. They have been quite generous with their support after all. They're funding this expedition here, so yeah, makes sense. I'm sure you've heard this too many times before, but be careful. These creatures are unlike anything I have ever seen. Do not underestimate them. And remember to tune at every Aethernet shard you find, starting with that one over there if you haven't. I already have. No worries. You may not purchase items only available in Eureka from that person. Okay. Okay, so there's a quest line, I guess, so we just need to find a protein crystal and that's it. So, and there is a unlockable thing here. So what do you have? Okay, so there's potions, which are actually quite useful here. Or at least I've heard as much. Curing oh wow, this is very... Again, it's supposed to be very classic MMO stuff. How to offer no refunds, of course. House policy can only be used in Eureka. Yep. Okay. Well, let's go take a look and see what we can experience out there. So finding you can find really strong, nasty monsters out there. You probably won't have too much difficulty with the level 1 stuff, obviously, but all right, I'll make it a goal for now to get to that, whatever that is over there, and we'll go from there. This might be a thing where I just have to... Oh, it dynamically tells me too. Okay. So I want wind defense, which I have, so that thing will protect me, but I don't have... Okay, that's really cool that it actually dynamically tells me, depending on what I select as the thing, so that's really nice. And we have all our gear as usual, so... Alright, so how much damage am I doing? And I'm doing... pretty normal damage. Everything's like level 70, I suppose. Which is the elemental stuff is what really matters here. Okay. Alright, don't need to necessarily kill everything, but I would like to get another level. Alright, so these are going to be... I should be able to hit these a lot harder. Oh, shit. Alright, so how do I fare against a level 2 enemy? Okay. Not particularly dangerous. Fine, but again, I'm squishy, so this is something I probably want to do as a... Oh, right, and you can actually... Right, there's no flying here, so you have to kind of... Alright, but is there anything aggressive here? It doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, never mind. Take that back. Why is there a fucking hurricane? Just like... Okay. Holy shit, that hurt. Okay. Okay, they don't tell necessarily... Okay, they're just all aggressive, it seems like. Which is fine. Alright, let me not get ambushed by a bunch of mons and then... Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to that thing right away without just like grinding monsters out, but yeah, so this is kind of the gameplay after just a lot of grinding monsters and Yeah. Right. Oh wow, 300 experience bonus? That's interesting. So actually another thing that'd be interesting to see is, does that carry over with classes, or is it all... Oh, I thought we can change in here. I heard otherwise, but it's not. Okay. So, you know what? I think that's good enough. Let's see, what time is it? Let's just walk over there. I'm not too worried about... What is this fucking tornado? Is this a problem or not? Okay. Okay, I was wondering if this was something here, but... There might be like a story-related thing to come here, but... Yeah, see, as we get forward here, we're going to start running into more stronger enemies, so... Really, grinding out, like, the levels here shouldn't be too bad, I would think. But, again, it's a grind, and that's not something I'm necessarily thinking about doing here on stream, so... now that I've actually seen it... I'm pretty content with just leaving it as is. So this is kind of what I meant when I said it's not exactly what I wanted, because I thought I've heard multiple things, and one of the things I heard was, oh, you can grind out like really fast experience points for your other classes, and I'm just like, that's not really the case if you're getting, and it's right. Oh, you can't see this, but here, I'll switch over. Okay, that's... Why is that set up that way? In the chat window here, I'm getting elemental experience points. I'm not getting experience point for my main job there, so it's not really worth my time in terms of experience, but it's good to do it if I want to get experience for... Or if I want to just do like the whole Eureka sideline and get those new weapons and things like that, so... Alright, so you can change here, and yes, your elemental level is consistent regardless of which class you're in. But I imagine I can't... Your level has been synced to level 70, which, that's interesting. That's very interesting, considering... I'm not even level 70 for that. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna leave that as is. We're not gonna touch that right now. I'll do that on my own time. I don't... If I decide I want to, really. I honestly don't see a real reason to do it. Unless I'm just trying to like go through some old content, which is always nice, but I think we're okay for the time being, so... Okay, so on that note, the other thing I had in mind was just going through a lot of the scholar, not sorcerer, job quests. So I'm gonna do that for tonight, because I'm not quite ready to go with more storyline related stuff. We do have a dungeon to do, but you know, let me go... I'll try and go as far with it as much as we can. And if I can get through all the up to level 70 quests done before the end of today's stream, I'll definitely jump into doing that dungeon and queue up as a scholar here. Just so I have all my skills for doing the thing here. So we'll take a short little break here. Let me go grab some water, and then we'll get started. Okay, we're back. Let's get onto it with it. We have a bunch of quests we want to do. So let's jump right in, yeah? We're gonna continue helping our friend, this scholar, turned Conberry. And hopefully learn some new tricks and things. This is the 54 quest. I think. Let's get it done. Looking forward to getting this to level 70. I am level 70, but I want to get all the abilities and just like actually get some experience using all the abilities, just so I can say I'm at the same level with White Mage. Because right now, as it is, I'm getting comfortable with both, and I don't necessarily want to have both of them. Like, I want to focus on one. That's what I'm trying to say. Not to say that I won't like max out every class at some point. But which one do I prefer? What kind of playstyle? Do I prefer the Scholar playstyle, or do I prefer the White Mage playstyle? That's what it's coming down to here. And I can't say for sure yet until I have all my abilities, so it's kind of where I'm at this point. Okay. Look, she was looking at me there. So let's see what they have to say here. I get Broiling? What's this? Oh, Broil Mastery. Excuse me. Okay. I have worked day and night on the cure, yet I have little to show for it. My research is at a standstill for lack of information. I feared as much. If ever men had knowledge of the sickness, it was lost long before this age. Even after careful study of Nubian tablets, I still know little more than what you have told me, that it came from the sea. From traders who returned from the South Seas, yes. They had lost their mainmast. I don't know why I'm trying to do voices, just fuck it. In a fearsome tempest and drifted, victims of the current, until at last they ran aground on a deserted isle. Half dead, they stumbled ashore and would have perished but for the Lalafilin tribe that lived there. These natives nursed the traders back to health and helped mend their ship. They even sent the men home with amorpha attached or etched with ornate designs, a gift of friendship. In Miam, we had given them the rights due to their loss at sea. When they sailed into port a year after they had left, you can imagine how joyful the mood was. Their joy soon turned to horror. The traders began to grow ill, for the sickness was upon them. They transformed, and the rest you know. The story suggests that the traders contracted the disease on the isle. The voyage home must have been... Hold on. The traders were hale and hearty when they returned to Nim. Yes, the sickness became known only after they reached port. You mean to suggest that it was not the men who bore the disease? Then who or what? Something they carried, perhaps? Something like the islanders' gifts? That does seem more like the culprit. But without the amphora, this is all conjecture. And would be astounded if even a shard remains after 1500 years. As would I. It was placed on display in the royal halls for all to see. If only I had considered it a possible source. The royal halls? I know exactly where those used to be. Precisely the little remains of them, but I will scour the area. If Samir joins me, mayhaps we'll be lucky. Okay. So maybe we need to get rid of these things, potentially. Okay, where are we going? Holy fuck. What do we find? You know, some signs of the sea. You see no signs of the South Sea Amphoria. I find this shit though. Fucking wrecked. Well, we have not come on a fool's errand, sir, but I've seen nothing persuades me otherwise. Perhaps if you search over there. Okay. And I got a slab of mudstone. Okay. We're just gonna continue searching. Anything over here? Boy. Try again. Arr. How about over here? Do. You spot something half covered with soil several yams below you. What's this? Jeez, okay. That ability is really cool, by the way. I haven't even seen how Broil 1 looks like. And from the soul where it lies. Okay. Now, I'd be kind of scared to get in contact with this thing just because, like, what do you call it? I don't want to get in I don't want to contract this so-called disease that's gonna turn me into Tonberry, you know? Well, that seems to be the end of the quest, so let's turn that in. Intact? Incredible. I remember this as I thought it was yesterday. This is a self-same amphora. And it truly is an honest to God miracle. Though it occurs to me now that we should handle it with a bit more care, assuming it can turn us into Tonberries. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I just said that. Void Scent. This is what happened. This is why I attempt to stop you from taking the amphora. Void Scents are drawn to magics of their own kind, which means a Void Scent of some strength was likely sealed herein. Yes, here, a binding signal cut into the bottom. Dear gods, it can't be. This is the work of Mach. Mach, beware the dark. Keep away or lose your heart. That Mach? An apt rhyme doubtless inherited from Night. Mach was our enemy, rapacious and unwise. The magics trafficked with the void grew mighty from the shadows and attacked our land time again. Look no further than this. Their sigil which sealed the voice in this gift. The islanders must have been their pawns in a plot to bring us to our knees. We were fools. Not once did we consider that everything from the tempest to our trader's miraculous return Might be a void mage ploy. I must return to my tomes. Pray allow me time to research this, and please, tell me if you begin to transform. I hope not. Alright. I learned Broil, but I know how to do Broil 2 now at this point. We'll see if I can mess with that real quick. Has not lightened his mood. Okay, so, next. Any progress on the research, my friend? I gather your noses have not shrunk, and your ears? I'm still my old self. Good, then you are safe. I think the Void Sentence said the Amphora summoned its kind to distract you while it fled, magically concealed. Traces of this enchantment remains, but nothing else. There's no signs of toxin or miasma in the Amphora. The corpses of the creatures you slew were likewise free of disease. What? Does this mean our invisible Void Sentence is indeed what spread the sickness through Nim? That is what I have to come to believe. As to why it fled, I can only suppose the long years bound in the vase robbed of its strength to oppose you. But surely it can regain that strength. My gods, if it does, the entire realm is at terrible risk. It does pose a risk, but this is also an opportunity. If we can track it down and lay it low, its course may lead us to a cure. There's truth in that. Come, Samir, let us pursue the voice sent forthwith. A moment, Alkazoka. It will require all my skills to track the voice in. And time besides. Moreover, you cannot afford to be defeated once I have found it. As such, I have requested the aid of an old companion. Halga Tolga. Realm's gone to shite if these sorry specimens are all the Royal Marines we've got left, but they'll march like proper soldiers when I'm done, or my name isn't Halga Tolga. Sergeant Tolga? Samir, do you understand who this is? Before us stands the greatest drill instructor of Numian military. Come on, we have much and much to learn. Sure. Alright, let me see if I can see how this spell looks like here. Hopefully it doesn't do a thing like it'll just automatically upgrade it when I just want to use the exact spell. Nope, it does. Okay. So here, can I do this instead? Past. Royal. Oh. Wait. Well, that's BS, because you can definitely... Oh, it's action. I'm stupid. Okay. Action. Royal. Oh my god. I'm fat fingering here. Broil. And it automatically casts Broil 2. Okay. Well, the only way I'm going to see that is if I run into a dungeon where it automatically gets scaled to the right version. That's the only thing I can really do to see that at this point. So, oh well. All right, let's move on here. No hardship is too great. I'll become a marauder worthy of the Numian military. Think you got what it takes to be a Royal Marine? Ha! You make me laugh. Ever worn glasses into Battle Boy? Exert your foe to wait while you wipe the blood from the lenses, do you? And the Scholar had a lot like you in the war. More use dead than alive. Having their corpses piled high around us kept us safer than the damn magics ever did. You're a bloody joke. Really? You're gonna talk like that to me? Us, okay. They're the ones who kept you alive, you ass. But I'm here to turn you into Royal Mariners, and Royal Mariners you will be. First decreed, to victory, come hells or high water. Come on, let me hear you. Oh my god, you're fucking serious right now? Bro? Like, I really don't give a shit what about this at all. We're here to fucking, I hate these quests where you actually have to type out this shit, like... It has to be exactly specific, and... Yep, Oh, fuck off. I typed it correctly. HELS. You have to do... Oh, or high water. Fuck me. Even the casing is like... How do you supposed to strike fear in your enemies with whispering like that? Open your gobs and say it like you mean it. There's a band of the settlers that eyeing our palace. Walk up with them and laugh in the leader's face. Wait, why do you want me to... What? Okay, fine. And who you talk to? I mean, I'm talking to you. Why you laugh? You think Mama Jewel is funny? No, you funny. I laugh, see? You die now. Alright, whatever. Easy. Again, I'm a little overleveled for where I'm at right now, so... Sure. Okay, how is this supposed to help us with the fucking... Come on, guy, man, this is... Like, we're supposed to be trying to... I've done many and more strange things in pursuit of my goals there, but massaging a man with salamander oil is the strangest yet. What? I don't think you were doing what you think you were doing, mate. Yep, it's just a kind of clumsy, stupid, gimmicky section here. But any real Marine could have done it twice as fast. You truly are the sorriest excuse for a unit I've ever seen. With all due respect, sir, the tasks you gave us were... I mean, what was I supposed to achieve by massaging that man with salamander oil? You bloody fool, if you got to ask, then you clearly learned nothing. And you, Skalla, are you going to tell me you don't know why I had you fight without a protector? Chaos reigns on the battlefield. The Marines around you all you've got, and they will die for your failings. Marines, scholars, everyone has to do whatever it takes to survive, to be all they can be. Until you understand that, you're not even fit to even the weakest void scent. That is all for today. Now get back to your training. You're dismissed. Why am I in this? Alright, so we got deployment tactics here, which extends galvanize effect cast on self or target to nearby party members, which is really, really nice. The time remaining on the original effect So the way I've kind of figured this would work really well is if I cast Aquiladium on somebody and I get like the crit one and they get the really nice big shield, use this immediately and it spreads to everybody, right? And I'll have the same big shield on everybody like that too. So we'll have to see if that plays out, if I can actually remember how to use it that way. Again, it's a matter of trying to get experience of using it that way, but we'll have to see. It's like, let's see if I can get a crit. Nope. 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 There it is, and yeah, look at that. Hinotori has a just as big too. I wasn't even really thinking about her getting it, but yeah, sure enough. It's kind of bad that you can't see your shield at the bottom, but yeah, sure enough. And see, there's the catalyze. Oh, it doesn't show up as catalyze here too, which is interesting. But yeah, sure enough, Hino has a nice big shield. So, but if I do just directly on you, yeah, the shield is not nearly as big. So cool, very cool. So I just have to be mindful of that if I see a crit happen, which is very, I'm paying attention to the health bars like the whole time, right? So I always notice when I get a crit heal and it's like, oh shit, okay, and then I go to that person immediately and just go pop, and that spreads on everybody else. So cool. So hope to make use of that. I already kind of placed all my buttons where I want them to be. Indomitable. I haven't used that yet, but I learned that earlier. Let's bring out my fairy friend. All right, but I need so okay, so I have that now. So this is like a better AoE heal, and it's instant cast, so that's really nice. What's exaggeration? I forgot what that one was. Grants self or target party member restoring HP when or upon the effect's duration. Okay, right. So it's another big heal. So I think it's okay. So now this is my biggest heal now. Lustrate was my biggest heal beforehand, and you can only use it. Right. So before, I don't even have my increases fairy gauge by 10. I don't have a fairy gauge yet. Or I should, but I haven't unlocked it yet, probably, because of the quests. So I don't know what that's about yet. But, oh wait, exhalation is, 62, so don't even think about that right now. Let me just focus on the story stuff for now. We'll get there later. But yeah, Indomitable is nice. It's a nice AoE heal. It doesn't cost an Aether Flow? It does. Never mind. So I can put down a barrier, I could put down an instant heal, or I can do and it's a pretty good instant heal too. 400 is not bad. Or I can use Sucker, so cool. Learning my abilities. Yeah, see how far behind I am? Just like, I'm level 70, but I haven't even got all these abilities yet. All right. So, back to this. Let's try and get all the way to level 70 if we can. We should have 2 more quests here. This one and 1 more. How goes the training, friends? Not the greatest. It's clear that his powers for the scholarly arts have increased immensely thanks to Sergeant Toga's advice. Alas, the cannot same be said for me. I had already thought myself a master of Nubian techniques, frankly, based on what I've gleaned from the tablets we have covered, but the sergeant's training has robbed me of that notion. I am still a novice. Although Sergeant Toga says I am worthy, I wish to continue training. Your ambition does you well, Okazoka. Stay true to this path, and you will become a fine marine as ever marched under our banner. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to ask you to work with two, Samir. I have tried every method known to me to find our missing void scent, but without success, it seems Nemean magic will not suffice. That comes a little surprise. The void scent was in Mock's thrall, and likely chosen for its ability to circumvent Nemean wards. Yes, which is why I hope your academics have answered I do not. Have you any writings on void scent? I believe the Thaumaturgs Guild in Ulda has a collection dating back centuries, including some authored by their Biladian forefathers. Biladian, huh? Not Makai? Perhaps they were the heirs to the Void Mage legacy. In any case, this Ulda seems worth a visit. Will you go in my stead, Samir? Okay, yeah, I can go there. I suggest you seek out Yayake. She's an old friend who loves of ancient tomes and rivals my own. I wish I could see her in person, but I must continue my training, as well as look after the new recruits. New recruits? What new recruits? 1, 2, 3. I'm surprised they're not scared about them being tonebearers, though. Okay. I don't remember the name, but was Yayake the receptionist there? Because I don't quite remember. It's been forever since I've even really had to be over here, just because here was like the initial job quest from Black Mage when I was here initially. Yeah, okay. So yeah, okay, you should recognize who I am, but our own avatar of destruction. To what do we owe the pleasure? Yep. That's me, even though I'm not a Black Mage at the moment. Alka Zilka. That is not a name I expected to hear, but I'm glad my fellow book lover is well. I've indeed read a voice and able to perfectly conceal their form. There's a tome of the subject. Unseen was the title. Penned in the 5th Astral Age. Unfortunately, it is no longer a part of our collection. A member of the guild borrowed it for his research expeditions, a project which was to last some few moons. However, that was 5 years ago, and he has not been heard from since. A pity. He proposed the most fascinating theories on void scent, and traveled to the western highlands of Korthus to put them to proof. Alas, that area was rendered inhospitable by the calamity. There is a chance, of course, that the man is alive and the book unharmed. We traced his journey as far as Falcon's Nest. Perhaps someone there can point you towards where he ventured next. Okay. I am very familiar with the area, so... But again, this would have been 5 years ago, so he probably traveled even to, like, further and into Dravinian lands. But yeah, kind of like what I was mentioning before, Sharlayan is supposed to be, like, up in this direction. Where, I don't know exactly, but... And then the folks of Sharlayan set up Edelshire at some point. Right, I think that's the case. Hope I'm not wrong about that. Alright, who can we talk to here? Maybe someone that we know? Yes, Redwald. It's been a while. How now, adventure? On the trail of research who visited 5 years ago. That is not much to go on. The garrison was still stationed here in those days. Subanine is the charge of the organizing the records. If anyone here knows your researcher, it will be her. So be nice. Super nice. Hello, how might I help you? A man researching voice in. Yes, yes. Where was it? Where was it he was mentioned? Ah, that's right. He stayed here for a time before taking the North Star downriver, which was one among many sunk by the fearsome Primal's rampage during the calamity. The lucky few who made it to shore were then eaten by Valken. Well, the boat ran aground and hasn't moved since the river froze over. You may wish to search the wreck yourself, though to be careful of the local wildlife. Is it that shit that's in the ocean there, or the river, that's like... I was wondering... Yeah, it is. Okay. Was it only 5 years ago? Right. Well, again, when the calamity happened, that was only 5 years ago. The Warrior of Light was transported 5 years into the future. So the calamity, this area itself was not this frozen wasteland back then. That's something to keep in mind. The calamity and the destruction that Bahamut did drastically changed the environment in this area. And made it into this frozen wasteland that's winter all year round now at this point, but I was wondering about the ship because I've been around the ship so many times that it's like, what is it doing here? What? Well, we're here. We can finally see what's up here. Rime-bound crate. Can't fully expect it to be a match for me now, will you? To deliver the sack of the Void Scholars effects. So this is his stuff, but he's no longer to be found here anymore. Where am I going here? All that for like a ship just so you can fight on top of it for one monster. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but holy shit, man, that's crazy to see that. Again, it's only 5 years ago when this place was just like a normal place, but again, the environment has changed drastically because of what happened. Have you found anything to aid our cause? Well, kinda. Hopefully the book is in there. But here's the book, and the writing is still legible. It'll take me time and patience, but I'm hopeful that the secrets will allow us to snare our invisible void scent. Do mine ears deceive me, or do you track down a book? Splendid, Samir. Oh, it's those two. I didn't even... Wait. As for me, I would like to think I've improved leaps and bounds thanks to Sergeant Toga. The recruits are coming along nicely as well. Every individual in our unit will be able and ready to face our voice and foe in battle. Very good. Then let's all attend to our task. The day of reckoning will be upon us soon enough. Okie doke. Cool. Alright, so the thing we just got was... Right, I put it over here. So, okay, so what this is supposed to do is transfer the next galvanized and catalyzed statuses into HP recovering recovery equal to the amounts of damage reduction intended for the barrier. So if I cast like this, I'll do the 300 potency cure, but then I'll get whatever shield just as an additional healing as well. Which is nice in some instances, I suppose, where I just need the raw HP heals as opposed to like the shields. Maybe like if they already have a shield, but I want them to, I don't know. There's multiple instances of that, so I put it over here. So it's kind of like, okay, I need a heal now. Go. Oh, and it's get a double heal there. See, okay, cool. So that's how much of a shield it would have been. That much damage, but I just get the HP buff or the HP immediately. So cool, and you can use it every 15 seconds. So you can use it pretty often, which is nice. So yeah, it's use it a lot is the point, and I don't necessarily have to use shields if I don't need it. I can always if I need like bigger heals, that's how I do it. Okay, cool. But I can only do it every 15 seconds, which is also the kicker there, so just something to keep in mind. All right. Seems we have all information we need. Let's find this void scent. Abyssimir, the means to track our invisible void scent. The time has come to discuss our attack. What's the plan? First, we'll need to track our quarry. I believe it's been feeding upon the aether of the local creatures to regain its strength. The way in which it feeds leaves behind unique ethereal traces. As breadcrumbs mark the path of a hungry child, this trail will lead us straight to the void scent. How are we to detect these traces? With Lily's aid, she can sense where the void scent has left aether undevoured. We'll begin our search where you unearth the amphora and follow where Lily leads. When she senses the void scent is near, we'll force it to show itself. Lily will illuminate the area and her light will dispel the magic concealing it. Right, my dear? With the void scent visible, we will attack with all our might. The Marines will charge and kill it before it causes more damage. This is it, Samir, our chance to prove the might of our core. Little one, the fate of the realm is in your hands. Are you ready? Leave it to me. Then our course is clear. May our plan ensure the sickness never again claims a victim. Hell's our high water. Let's do it. And it will be my job to keep them all alive. All right, so let's go and find this damn thing and go kick its ass. Sorry. Tooth was killing me there for a sec. All right, let's go. Is there other friends nearby? I didn't see them. Where could it have gone? All right, let's do it. Though the aerial traces remaining from devoured prey, your fairy senses the void sense moving towards Zelma's ruin. Oh, why does it tell me to go that way then? Okay. Well, in that case, let's fly. Can't get very high in this place. I don't think I've ever... Oh, well, I can see, Camp Bronze down there. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever walked over here. I've come over here to go... Actually, I don't think I have. Interesting. Clearly the entrance to, I've been here, obviously. You have to come over here for story purposes and things like that, but... Alright, where to next? What do we have? Through the ethereal traces remaining from devoured prey, your fairy senses the void scent is moving towards Camp Bronze Lake. What is it, Samir? Camp Bronze Lake? That's not good. What purpose could it have there? The healing waters? No, I suppose it is home to... Of course, the wounded maelstrom the soldiers. It means to spread the sickness new to them. We must stop quickly. To the camp. Yeah, I guess, yeah, Camp Bronze Lake is used as like a healing place for people in the maelstrom, which is interesting. I was wondering if this was like a hot spring, but no, it's like the waters themselves are just like healing waters, I guess. All right, here we go. What are you gonna ask me to do? And now I'm gonna be level 60, so now I'll probably get to see how Broil actually looks like. The place is bloody crowded. If we don't find the void scent quickly, there will be a lot more cranberries. But how do we draw it out in the open if we can't see it? Get the soldiers to evacuate. Samir, find the void scent with Lily's light. You know it. Let's do it. Find the void scent. Only you can track the void scent. Okay. Can't talk to them, but... A hostile presence. Alright, let's see how this looks like. Okay, just like a little bit mini explosions nearby. Can't talk to nobody though. Can I heal? Nope, just myself, which is dumb. Okay, nothing up there. Oh, there's one back there too. I didn't even see that one there. Your fairy senses the void scent was here some time ago. Okay. So is it that green one? I mean, that's the color we're looking for. It was here a moment ago. Okay, yeah, I think it's the green one I'm looking for. That's the color we're looking for here. Okay, so that's the color we're looking for. Which means we're probably looking for that. Can we go up here? No. Was here mere seconds ago. Oh my god, just select the fucking thing I want to select. Is there another green one down here? I don't see anything. Maybe we just need to clear out. Oh. We need to find all the green ones. Okay. There's 3 out of 4 I found, apparently. Oh, we'll just take whatever we can find. Oh, jeez. Let's do that, just in case. Oh, literally right here. What's that queer light? Not gonna get away from me. Thought you can hide from me at long last. Monster! For Limsa, for the Toneberries, and for glory. Attack! To victory, come hills or high water! And slay the Void Scent. They'll try and infect us, you must avoid it at all costs. Well, too bad I can't see your status effects. Hey guys, you could probably here. I'll do one of these. Your people not fixing me to tragedy. Not will I draw breath. Hey, they're coming to help us. Awesome. Void blood. Alright, there you go. Done. Easy enough. Don't even have to bother trying to heal anybody. Is it? Get back. It's trying to infect us. Now, Samir. I'm actually doing something in a cutscene. Banish the evil. Yeah, sweet job. High five, Lily. When I think on the horror it visited upon my people, But now, no one will have to share our fate. Many thanks to you and Alkazilka both. Ah, you got my gratitude as well. Good to see proper Royal Marines at it again. Indeed it is. Today the torch is passed on to you. May the Royal Marines evermore defend the people. Alright. Speak with your fellow Royal Marines. Ain't common feeling that's safe in a battle. I reckon the Nemeans knew what they were doing with them Skalla and fairies. I'll have your back too if we ever need it. Appreciate it, mate. An honor fighting beside you, sir. If you ever need of us, you need only ask. Appreciate that as well. Halga Tolga? Bloody Tomberry eyes, always running with... Bah, who am I kidding? You did a fine job. You did a fine job indeed. You Sundari motherfucker. But don't you dare think of easing up on your training and count on one victory. If you sell the name of my beloved Marines, I'd flay the skin off your back. Aye. You have won a great victory today, my friend. Your allies will appreciate it if you tell them so. Imagine, man, defeating a Voisin at over 1,500 years old. When we first met, I didn't dare to think we'd achieve such things together. The threat is gone, and the Royal Marines are born anew. Not a bad day's work, I dare say. But we are far from finished. I do not know what threats the future holds, but they will not find us unprepared, not as long as I have aught to say about it. To victory, my friend, come hells or high water. Cerrito, it has been a pleasure. I have gathered the Voisin's remains. With careful research, they should yield the secrets I need to heal my people. I'm not so naive as to believe the answer will come quickly, yet the cure should be ours one day. For now, my people will labor so that we may walk with yours towards a brighter dawn. I would see our future where we are a part of the realm, not shunned by it. I hope so too. That would be really sweet. Thank you, my friend. Lee chose most wisely in you. Allow me to pass on to you one of Nemean's mightiest abilities, Dissipation. It is a secret spell meant for use only by scholars who have earned the full trust of the fairy companions. Use it with care. Now I must return to my people and you to yours. Fare you well, and may your efforts make tomorrow a brighter day. Alright, so Dissipation. Orders a fairy away. So this one's like, orders a fairy away while granting you a full Aether Flow stack. Allows increasing health magic potency by 20%. So it kind of 2-in-1. It gives me the ability to give me a sec here while that finishes here. Fills your heart, giving you further knowledge of Nemean tactics. This concludes the Heavensward questline. Alright, and then we need to meet Zelka again. So it's like 2 abilities in one. It's kind of like using Aether Flow, which gives me, or so 3 abilities really, which gives me the full stack. And it's also like this one, Whispering, nope, not Whispering Dawn, Fey Illumination, which gives me a 10% potency increase in my spells. Now, it is a 20% boost as opposed to 10, and it gives me the full stack for 30 seconds. This is for 20, so it's better than this one. But the gimmick is you kind of get rid of your fairy temporarily. Where is Dissipation? It's over here. Okay. Can I only use this in battle? Can only be executed while in combat. Okay, so yeah. So you won't be able to resummon it again. But you get all your stacks back. So if you're burning through Aether Flow things, and you can only use this, you know, every 3 minutes, right? Oh wait, that's nope. You can only use this every minute. So, you know, in a way, you can kind of, and this is every 3 minutes. Anyway, the point is like you need to get back Aether Flow energy quickly, it's a way to do that. And then for 30 seconds you have increased healing output, but then you need to get your thing back immediately after it's done. So it's good stuff. It's really just kind of new things that you can do. So something to do if you're in need of like really big heals quickly. So okay, so now let's head back to Limsa and we'll start on the next batch. We'll just keep going today. That'll be the focus for the rest of the focus for today's stream. Let me get some water in me. Tons of people here today. I'm a horrible person. Okay. The Marauders Guild. So some time has passed. We've dealt with Nidhogg. We've decided we're going to the Far East. And we meet Alkazoka again. It's pleasantly surprised to see you. Hey, it's been a while. Now you should arrive at this very instant. It is as though the gods themselves have sent you. Now, the Quartabella received a message from Cerrito Carito. An emergency has arisen at Wander's palace, and he has requested our immediate presence. While the exact nature of this trouble remains unclear, we can scarce ignore his call. He waits inside his usual place. Come, friend, we haven't a moment to waste. Alright, so let's head on over. Why am I drawing a blank? We've just been there a couple of times now. Come on. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Alright, so in terms of abilities, where are we now? Alright, so 60, and then level 62 we get this. So I guess I can talk about this now, right? Lustrate was my biggest heal before, but now Exagitation is. And what it does, it grants a heal, or it grants a buff on me, or whoever I target on. But and it will store HP equal to it will store HP when the member's HP falls below 50% or upon the effect wearing off. So the duration of the buff lasts for 45 seconds. I'll probably be unlocking my fairy gauge here very shortly. I haven't. Yeah, it's not like a trait which I learn it in. So I must be learning it as part of whatever quest we're going to be doing. But maybe not this one, but maybe the next one at level 72. But anyway, so if they're below 52 or 50%, they get a nice 800 potency heal, right? Which is nice, but it can also be used in preparation. Like, okay, hey, I know they're about to take a really big hit. I can place it on them, and you know they'll eventually go down below 50% health and just get an 800 potency heal. Boom, you know. So that's really cool. I really like that. But otherwise, it can just kind of stay on them until we're ready to use it. Increases fairy gauge by 10% though. That's the part I'm curious about. This is the first ability that we've gotten that actually makes use of that. So this is kind of why I said I want to get all my abilities before I try going to the next dungeon here. We've done this a million times, and yet something about today has me feeling incredibly restless. Please, let's hurry and see what Carito has to say. Yeah, what's going on, mate? Akazuka, Samir, thank you both for responding so swiftly to my summons. Forgive my brusqueness, but I believe it's best we cut straight to the business. I presume the both of you have remembered the invisible voids that we defeated not too long ago. Yeah, what's up? We could scarce forget such a vile creature. Well, be pleased to hear that I have finished studying its remains and believe the cure may be within my grasp. Mayhaps cure is a slight exaggeration. What I speak of will only halt the spread of the sickness, not reverse all of its effects it has had on our bodies. Sarita Kurita, you are far too modest of a man. Truly, what you speak of is incredible. A miracle, even. Alas, it is not to be praised for the progress I've made. It is not to be praised for the progress I've made that asked you here today. You see, Satoto, one of my comrades who has been assisting me in my experiments, has mysteriously vanished. I'm terribly worried. While the rancor has subsided from most of our hearts, we still retain our Tonbari forms. Were we to wander too far from our homes here, any number of organizations would be more than happy to have us hunted down. That is why I would ask that you, my two most trusted associates, locate and escort Satoto back to the Wanderer's Palace before it is too late. Of course we'll do that. We can hardly ignore the pleas of one of Neme's most foremost scholars. Samir, I have an idea where we could start. Let's check with the grand companies and see if a bounty has been placed in Satoto's head. Bounty? Let's hope it does not come to that. That was a little odd. The Milsocran is in Limsa Lominsa. There we should be able to ask the Hunt Billmaster if any Tombaris have been recently registered. That was a little out of character. I hope he's not going to turn back to, like, the Rancor's not going to come back in force, you know? Let me do something here, because I think of music is a little quiet. Jeez, coming to Limsa takes a while to load up for whatever reason. Just because there's a ton of people here. Okay, let's try that out. It should be here, right? Yeah. Yeah, so similarly to the Centaurian clan hunts, the hunt board does the same thing, which I haven't really been looking at too much, just because you can get allied seals in Gil, but I don't think they really, and they don't give experience points either, so I don't know if they're really even worth my time. I was doing it mostly for oh yeah, getting it for the allies. I don't know. It would have to matter if the allied seals would give me something I could use, but who knows? Hey, look, we need to stop any hunts on any Tomberries. We're looking to slay Tomberry. We've only one Tomberry marked for hunt by the name of Marberry. If I recall correctly, it was marked for hunt from even before Satoto disappeared. The possibility there being a mix-up between the two is slim. It seems we must continue our search elsewhere. Smear the signs, Alka. I wasn't aware the two of you knew each other. Hey, good to see ya. I think I may have forgotten to say so the other day, but I greatly appreciate your help with my training. You know I'm always happy to help. I don't suppose you've come all this way to thank me. However, what brings the two of you here? We're searching for an escaped Tomberry and thought it might have been marked for the hunt. A Tomberry, you say? Well, I can't promise this isn't in any way related, but a few days ago, a disturbance broke out in Vesper Bay. They discovered a stowaway hiding in one of the ferries. Indeed. Wouldn't it say the small green blur leapt from between the crates and dashed out of sight as soon as the ship pulled into port? While of similar size and build to Lalafell or Kirkin, they claim it looked far too alien to be either. Thank you, Rashada. It sounds like you may have just given us our first lead. Samir, after me. We make for Vesper Bay with all haste. Bye! Okay. Yeah, she's the leader of the... Or like the... One of the commanders, at least. Yeah, she's the commander here, so... We didn't really coordinate too much with her, but, you know, we had chances to talk to her in the main story and things like that, but you'd focus more with her if you were actually associated with her, the thing, I imagine. Vesper Bay. Oh, wow. Okay, all the way over there. Fuck. We're leaving Limsa, and we're coming to Ulda. It's not too often that I come over here. When our headquarters was over here, the Rising Stones, not the Rising Stones, that's where we are now, but the Rising Sands? Wow, it's been that so long that I don't even remember the name of our headquarters anymore. Holy shit. Our old headquarters were the Scions. Let me see something here. The Walking Sands, there you go. That's what I wanted to say. Oh good, for a moment I thought I had lost you. Let's begin by questioning this man here. He appears to be one of the men from the ferry Rasha told us about. You're asking if I saw the stowaway? Ah, you bet I did. Now, it just wasn't any stowaway who was aboard our ship. And I suspect it was one of them fellas a gob without his mask. Either that or it's a rare beastie you can't find around these here parts. Not that it matters, mind you. Whatever it was, the brass blades are after it. And you best be sure they'll catch it. Thank you for all your help. If an organization that large has yet to find the stowaway, we've little chance of succeeding in such an endeavor ourselves. Rather than blindly rushing about, our time would be better spent gathering what information we can regarding this incident. I shall go and speak with my acquaintances in Ulda. In the meantime, I ask you to return to Cerrito Corrida and inform him of all that we've learned. Really? Just keep me... Ugh, God damn it. I hate the back and forth. Don't make me do that. Alright, alright. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. At least let me talk to the brass blades and... Samir, I can only hope your swift return means you come bearing good news. Not particularly, no. Has crossed the sea and is likely now in Thanalan, you say? What could possibly spur our friend to do such a thing? Forgive my tardiness. I made a small detour to Ulda to speak with my associates. Unfortunately, they could tell me nothing aside from the fact that the brass blades are looking into who the stowaway might be. I've nevertheless asked that they keep an eye on the ground and report to me should they learn any more. Thank you, Alcazalca. If you suspect our friend have fled to the vast continent of Aldenard, there's little sense in us conducting any more searches. Judging by the Brassblades' inability to find their quarry, we should have no needs to worry about the hunt or any other institutions capturing Cerrito for now. Our best option is to wait until we know more. I'm inclined to agree. Should I come across any new information, I'll send word to you right away. Okay. There's a good chance this search will turn into something of a long-term effort. I suggest you rest while you still can. Sure. Next quest is at 63. Alright, so now... Again, it doesn't really say anything, but... I don't have like a fairy gauge here, so I'm kind of confused. What brings you this way? Oh, it seems that Alcazalca's last missive somehow failed to reach you. He has uncovered information regarding Satota's possible whereabouts, and is currently waiting for you to join him at the Marauders Guild in Laminsa. You better hurry. Sure. Back to Limsa. A lot of traveling back and forth here. Okay, so let me look at something here real quick. Ah. Okay, so there it is. Hasn't shown up yet, but it's there. It exists. It's just invisible to me at this point. So, I get to see what it looks like, but we'll have to we'll mess with that when the time comes. I like that pose. Oh my god. I swear the female characters get the best poses. What have you learned, man? Welcome, my friend. My contacts have been recently caught wind of a rumor that the Brass Blades are once again on the move. It seems they have spotted a creature matching the description of the Vesper-based stowaway. Lucky for us, their quarry has fled into the Black Shroud, an area that is out of their jurisdiction. While there's still much we don't know, at least we now have an idea of where to begin. Let's immediately depart for Camp Tranquil. Okay, so they're probably heading for Gaia or Banya, if anything. As you may already know, the only way to reach the Black Shroud from Thanon is to pass through this area. That means whoever or whatever the Brass Blades were pursuing entered the forest from here. If our hunch is correct and Satoto is in there, we best hurry. A tomboy who has seen little of the outside world would likely not last more than a few days on their own. To cover more ground in less time, I suggest we split up. I shall take the north while you scour the south. Once we're done, let us meet back here. Let's go. And what is this quest here? Or is that... Oh, that's the leaves. Never mind. I'm kind of sensitive to whenever I see one of those icons for a quest. Alright, anything of note over here? Seems like that's not the case. Alright, so let's continue south. Nothing can be seen from here. Do. And nothing over here as well. You spy a fallen figure, small of stature and green of skin. It's surrounded by poachers. Looks like we struck gold. Huh. If we skin and sell this thing, we're guaranteed a fortune. Seven hells, don't go stubborn just yet. We got to kill it first. The hide's so thick, it broke my bloody knife. Stand down. Or not. I can just kick your asses. Oh, no, you don't. Piss off. This thing's ours. Thanks, Lily. Appreciate it. Father, this is where it all ends? Satoto appears injured. Quickly cast upon her to set. She may... That is not what I was trying to do. Thank you, sir. You saved my life. That spell. You will need me in magics. Are you perchance Samir, the adventurer and possessor of a soul crystal? Sarito Corrido often speaks of you. That is me. Thank the gods, you're safe. After the search for the northern reaches turned up nothing, I returned to Camp Tranquil to wait for you. But you didn't appear and I began to grow worried and came looking for you. Good thing I did too, bloody poachers. Oh, but how rude of me. I nearly forgot to introduce myself. Hello, Sototo. I am Alkazoka, the Royal Marine and Marauder. My friend and Smears and I have been searching for you. My lady, I may be so bold as to say your radiance. It is blinding. Smears, isn't she beautiful? What? She? How do you know? Her glowing skin, her calming face. She's clearly a lovely young woman. As you're likely already aware, Sarito Corrido saved us. While on the outside we remain as Stormblood, he has purged our heart of the rancor. And that is why I left. There is something I must take care of now that my mind is once again my own. And what, pray tell, was that? Over 1500 years ago, back when Union was still at its peak, my father was a scholar and a Royal Marine. He was dispatched upon a secret and incredibly dangerous mission to infiltrate Amdapor. Oh, really? The day he left was the last time I ever saw him. I suspect the reason he never returned was because he was discovered and apprehended by the Amdapori. And so you came here, to the place the ancient nation once stood. You do realize that regardless of whether he survived or not, your father, I know. I'm under no illusion that he might still be alive. Even if he somehow escaped Amdapor, unlike those of us sealed away in the tower, the passage of time would have eventually robbed him of his life. I'm only looking to find something that reminds me of him, a keepsake, if you will. It sounds as though you loved your father a great deal. Very well, if this means that much to you, we, the Royal Marines, shall volunteer to aid you in your search. Right, Samir? The two of you will really do that for me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much. Now let's return to Camp Tranquil. There we can discuss how to proceed. Are the people going to be okay with you being there? With the two of you by my side, I'm honestly certain nothing can go wrong. I hope so too. Before we begin searching for Memento Sototo's father in earnest, I must go to Bronze Lake to inform we have found his dear comrade and that she is safe. Speaking of which, you must promise you will never again do anything so reckless as wandering a foreign land alone. The realm is a dangerous place, doubly so for someone with your affliction. Very well, if it really means that much to you, I shall make that promise. Good, that's all that I ask. Samira, I ask that you look after Sototo and see that she gets some rest that she might recuperate from her ordeal. We shall make for the lost city upon her full recovery. Okay. But so that was a level 63 quest, but oh geez, itchy. Ow. Am I missing something? Okay, I'm fucking confused. Where's the fairy gauge? Okay, I need to see this. Let me just see something here real quick. Alright, so if he will do. Just do that real quick. Get back to that. Alright, you died instantly from the poison. Alright, so if I do you, and then... Alright, so I have a buff now that will heal me once it's done, but again, the fairy gauge is not there. Where is it? And none of these traits give me that, so I don't. Maybe it's part of Aether Pact? Yep, and there's the buff, the heal. They wore off. Okay, maybe it's something that I get when I get that level, so let's not worry about it too much. Oh, jeez. Oh god, the goofy music. Leave the poor girl alone. Even complexion has returned to normal. Why are you? Indeed, I too noticed that my skin has grown. Once again glow a healthy shade of green. You idiot. I don't think she meant that in earnest, you idiot. Let's quickly reveal what we know. Was a scholar in the Royal Marines who had been dispatched on a mission to infiltrate Amdapor. He was to return with a cure to the disease that threatened to engulf Nim, only he never did. Yes, I am only certain he was captured, and then killed by the Amdapori. Even if that was not the case, after 1500 years, we can safely assume he is no more alive. I hold out hope, however, that some of his belongings remain. The Amdapori were extremely dedicated to expanding their knowledge of healing magic. Anything in a scholar's possession would have been of incredible value to them, and had your father been captured, they would have confiscated all that he had. He would then likely have been transported to a remote and secure location for interrogation. That means our chances of finding anything that once belonged to him will be highest in the Amdapor Keep. Oh, Akka, not only are you terribly kind, but you're keen of mind as well. Oh, no, no, no. Thank you. Now, in the final years of the War of the Magi, Amdapor was demolished by the Maki. It was overrun with a myriad of void-sent beasts, and that linger in this day. As we forge forward, you must be sure to keep your wits about you. Amdapor Keep is fought with dangers both known and unknown. So we're gonna go in there now, I guess, and just kind of have like a little mini dungeon run. Because there's the keep right there. I think. Wait. Yeah. This fell home to the mages we fought so long and hard against. But they are gone. Please lead the way. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is familiar. From here we must tread cautious. We do not know what dangers lurk in the shadows. I shall not leave this place without something to remember my father by. Okay. Well, let's see if we can find anything. Okay. Let's see that over there. So let's get rid of the enemies. Is the cast time longer for this? Let's double check that. All the pages are in tatters. Perhaps we'll have a better look with the next one we find. Let's see if, yeah, I can actually heal them. Sweet. They're officially part of the party. Witherbound Tome. The interrogation of the image spy we apprehended is scheduled to soon take place at the Moot Hall. The healing powers his people wield are not like those of white magic. Regardless of what it takes, we must find a way to determine the mysterious source of this power. We suspect his robes are crucial to his spellcasting. They'll no doubt hold some of the answers. For now, however, we will be sealing them away in one of our mana idols. Smear this log. I think it is about my late father. Then let's begin dismantling the mana idols. One of them might be carrying Stil's father's thing. Okay. Oh, what are we waiting for? They're like stacked up on top of each other. Come on, guys. Oh, there's one. There's two. Anything of note? No? Alright. Don't see any other things out and about, so just push forward and okay, no, an actual void's in here. Mana Snatcher, which has... Why are there so many broken Great gods, that beast over there. Let's do one of those, just in case. Ow. Lightning vulnerability. That's not good. Keep you alive. I was selected you. Come on. And you have a... Alright, he's hurting pretty bad. Okay, you're... do this. Okay, my vulnerability is high here. I need to be careful. Don't do that. Whew, okay. I didn't, I don't know why I feel like I was out of practice or something, because I did not use all my abilities. I had, like, Whispering Dawn, I had, like, the Fey Illumination. I wasn't using any of that stuff, and I really should be using all my stuff, and I haven't. It's a bad habit when I'm using Scholar. I don't use my Fairy as much when I should be. My Fairy has skills too. Use them. They're free. Look, it's a Nemean Grimoire. I recognize this. This is my father's, and these are his robes. They're from the day he left. All of it has been so perfectly preserved. It's almost as though he was wearing them, but yesterday. Oh, what's this? That's a cool looking grimoire. Is that his soul crystal? Yes, and within summers the fairy that has been with my family for generations. I thought I had lost nearly everything that the god-forsaken war and the terrible disease that followed. In spite of all the odds, here she is. The last of my family, sitting right in the palm of my hands. I would give anything to see her again. Lilac? Oh, Lilac. Lilac, please answer me. I don't think it's supposed to do that. That facial expression. Whoosh. And gone. Okay, this is bad. This just turned for the worse. Satota, what happened? Wake up! Something's wrong. She's not responding. We must get her back to Camp Tranquil immediately. okay. I'm very curious. Smear, you're a royal marine and an outstanding scholar besides. Sure, you can diagnose what's wrong with her. Give me a sec. Sadil has no external injuries, and both her breathing and pulse are stable. Despite this, she appears to have slipped into a coma from which she will not wake anytime soon. I mean, that's all I can tell. She won't be waking up anytime soon. No, that can't be. What in the hell has happened back there? Trouble civilians in need of a helping hand, I presume. Might the wood whalers be of assistance? Oh well, if this isn't the adventure, what brings you to this neck of the woods? Smear, is this another one of your friends, I take it? Kinda. So in essence, the botched invocation rendered this thing unconscious. The solution to this is simple enough. Just leave it there to rest until it wakes up. Thing? How do you speak of Soto in such callous manner? And I think you would suggest we leave this beautiful young lady out here in the on the open until she wakes up. You must be mad. Young lady? You're quite sure that's what he or she is? My apologies. I shall carry the young lady inside and see that she is given a proper place to rest. But before that, this coat of green mucus isn't contagious, is it? Green mucus? That's not green mucus. Ugh, never mind. No, it's not contagious, and you should be fine. Thank you for your help, sir. It is greatly appreciated. Oh my god. At least for now, we can rest in easy knowing Soto is safe, or as safe as she can be given the circumstances. All should be in order. I've seen to it that your friend has been given a comfortable bed to rest until she recovers. Smear, I shall return to Bronze Lake and inform of what has happened. Perhaps you'll have to be able to shed some light into what is wrong with Sototo. In the meantime, I would ask that you remain near on hand and keep an eye on her. Don't worry, I shouldn't be away too long. Alright, next quest is at 68. Yeah, okay. So again, I need to AoE healings for everybody. AoE regen, rather. Yeah, I just... Whew. And this motherfucker has a ton of health. It's like, just trying to even keep up with the amount of healing is necessary without lowering my own DPS is, was a little bit of a challenge there. At least then at the end where I was like, okay, now I need to focus on just healing because he's so low on HP. Why is he still like... Something terribly is wrong. Ever since she collapsed, Soto hasn't much stirred. According to Sarita, the sickness transforms not only the body, but also the quality of the affected individual's aether. As such, attempting to summon Lilac in her current state likely drained her of nearly all of her vitality. A bit of rest, however, should have been enough to replenish her reserves, and she should be awake by now. The fact that she's not means something else is amiss. Please go and have a word with Sarita and the scholar to scholar. Perhaps, if you were to combine your wits, you might learn what is wrong. I shall remain here and look after her. Alright, alright. Whoosh. Still slumbers. Normally, when Skalla summons their fairies, do so by extracting a portion of the aether circulating through their bodies and willing it to take shape. But by releasing that form, they can then dismiss it, and the aether will flow back into their bodies. This is what should have happened to Sototo when she fell unconscious. I cannot understand why she remains asleep. Unless... What if she only managed a partial summoning? There's a possibility that all of Satota's aether fled from her body upon calling to Lilac, causing her to then fall unconscious before the fairy could fully manifest. That would mean that this unbound phantom is out there somewhere, aimlessly roaming the land and preventing her from regaining conscious. You and Alka must hurry and find and dispatch of it before it wanders too far. It may be the only way to awake her. Now we need to chase this damn thing. You are not the one I'm looking for. Partially summoned, then we must hunt this thing down and destroy it. Do you recall how, right before Satota fell unconscious at the ruins, a purple spear of light appeared before us? That must be the Phantom Fairy to which he refers. The problem is, the moment it materialized, it vanished from Ampador Keep. There's no telling where it could have gone. You two, you look awful somber. What's wrong? Does this thing by any chance resemble a floating violet orb? Yes. So you've seen it? No, but lately many of the whalers have been claiming they've encountered a specter in the forest. In fact, the reports have been so numerous in number that I've been given orders to investigate the matter. Interestingly enough, the description they've given me seems to match this Phantom Fairy of yours. Aye, that'll be it, alright. While I'd like to immediately begin my search for this fairy specter, there are a few rather pressing matters I must attend to first. Not to worry, Samir and I will take it from here. We've already troubled you enough as it is. Very well then, my men have spotted this thing around the upper pass of Snake Malt. You may want to begin your search for both those places. Thank you. It's not as though I could simply stand by and watch a helpless young girl fight for her life. Appreciate it. I may not see it, but somewhere in that man is a good heart. Now then, let's immediately begin searching the areas around the areas Landonella mentioned. You take the upper path, I'll go to Snake Malt. Sure thing. Beosina is there. Alright. Alright, let's begin our search. Do we see anything? Nothing out of the ordinary. Moving on. Searching, searching, serving. Nothing out of the ordinary. Continue the road onward and into the forest. Anything of note? At the corner of your eye, you see eerie glow presence floating towards you. It releases a hideous scream and you find yourself under attack. Alright, that is not the thing that we were looking for, though. Meaning that we are not finding it in this quest, probably in the next. Dun dun dun. That's what time you came, my friend. I was beginning to grow concerned if one of the beasts in the forest have gotten the better of you. I myself encountered very few woodland creatures during my research, one of which was a purple spear of light. Alas, it turned out simply to be a will-o-wisp. By the expression of your face, I assume your investigation went to no better. Yeah, no. Where the seven hills did that thing fly off to? There you are. Just moments ago, one of my men was attacked by your fairy. What? According to him, it disappeared into the lost city of Ampedor. We won't be able to give chase just yet, however. Entry to the area is heavily restricted due to the darkness which permeates it. We need to receive permission from the Order of Twin Adder. I shall go and request that right now. In the meantime, I ask that you wait here. Londonell, with all due respect, why is that you're so intent on helping us? To put it bluntly, the fairy is our responsibility, not yours. I told you before, green skin or not, I cannot stand but to see a young girl suffer. After all, the duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Now, the two of you are planning to joining me into the fight against the Phantom Fairy. I suggest you begin making preparations. Taking this thing down is going to not be no easy task. Okay, I'm a little, suspicious? I have no reason to disbelieve him. We've seen him multiple times in the main story back in the Realm Reborn, but... Alkazokin patiently waits your arrival. Excellent. Mere moments ago received necessary authorization for us to enter Ampedor. He'll also be accompanying us into the Lost City. He claims that in watching over Satoto, he's developed a brotherly affection for her and wants to help. Honestly, I think he's just raring for a fight. Well, whatever his reasons, I'm simply glad for his assistance. The more seasoned fighters we take, the faster we'll be able to dispatch the parasite leeching Satoto of her aether. Now let us head to the gates, where we'll be meeting Londonell. Da-da-dum! Right, Ampedor Keep is the one in the forest. The Lost City is over here. I gotta remember that. Are you ready? Good. Then let's go. Alright, so now let's actually use all my abilities appropriately. I'm gonna have to keep both Alkazelka and Londonell alive here, most likely. There it is. After the ferry. Come on, let's go. This is the hard mode version that we've... Where's it going? Is it trying to lead us somewhere? Alright, folks, go get them. Let's quickly dispatch them. Alright, let's do this. Do that. Okay. A little overkill, but they're not taking any damage. Seems so. Just being a little proactive. We'll start using our abilities when it comes to like... Why are you going after that? I didn't... I didn't attack it first, so I don't know why they were walking towards it. Alright, this way. Wait till that goes away, and then... Alright, go ahead. Okay, but my fairy doesn't fucking... Where's my fairy, per se? I don't see you. Let me just make sure she's here. Okay. Nothing up there. Okay. Mana pot. just to top those things. Yeah, they're going after it, even though, like, they had like the aggro hide in thing together briefly, but it kind of left the thing, so I don't know why. Is it waiting for us? Okay, that's the thing we killed earlier. We've defeated this thing before. Alright guys, after it. Fall back and provide us cover. Lomdale, on your guard. Alright. Well, same thing as usual. Oh, they're smart. Just be proactive and keep the shields up on them, and then not again. Everyone move back. Guys, you can there we go. All right, that's good enough. Nice. Easy enough. Having a proper party and just kind of keep him alive. Is it gone? Ah, it is. We did it. Another victory for the Royal Marines. The stoppage stop moving, and the earlier dread I feel has begun to recede. It appears the Phantom Fairy is no longer. Yes, which means there's a very good chance that Toto's Aether has returned to her. She'll be up and soon. Let's hurry back so that we might have a friendly face to wake to. Hopefully. Not so fast. What's going on, little one? Smear, what in the God's name are you doing? Come, we must return to Camp Tranquil post-haste. Give me a sec, hold on. Jeez, guys. Okay, so what was that ruby for then? Whew, that fight, that took a lot more out of me than I thought it did. Where's the Toto and Londondale, for that matter? You're awake. What's wrong? Are you alright? Do you not remember? You attempted to summon Lilac and fell unconscious. You've been asleep this entire time, well, at least until we defeated the fairy you had called forth. I had no idea. I'm so sorry. It was never my intention to place any of you in harm's way. While I was sleeping, I had a dream. It was of my father, when the first wave of the sickness hit. Person after person began taking ill. I watched as he and the other scholars rushed through the streets trying to save anyone they could. Then the sickness struck me. When my skin began to turn green and my limbs began to shrink, he decided to embark upon a mission to obtain the cure, one he knew was destined to end in failure from the very start. He made his way to where all the white mages reside, the enemy nation of Ampador. In a last-ditch attempt to save me, he infiltrated their borders. I suppose we all know how that story ends. Even if he no longer cared for me, loathed me even, for what I had become, it wouldn't matter. I just wish I could have seen him one last time. What are you talking about? Your father would have been delighted to see the stunning young woman you've grown into. Thank you, Elka. You always know what to say. While I've always known I've never again feel my father's loving embrace, I thought that maybe, just maybe, I could have at least seen his fairy. In my selfish desire to do so, however, I put everyone in danger, including Lilac. Words are not enough to express how sorry I am. That reminds me, Satoto. Do you have any idea why Lilac was so drawn to the Lost City? You need not worry about it, friend. There is likely a little rhyme or reason to the actions of a frenzied spirit. Maybe, but the way she was moving seemed deliberate. Almost as though she was trying to show us something? Do you have any ideas, Samir? I think this is what Lilac was trying to lead us to. We should take the Sarita Karita that he may examine it. He, of all people, will be able to comprehend its significance. Oh, I nearly forgot. Landenel, sir, thank you for taking care of me while I was unwell. Think nothing of it. This world may be full of self-serving men and women, but don't forget that not all of us are like that. Should you return it to someone or something that threatens to hurt you, be sure to come and find me. Once I run them through my lens, they should bother you no longer. Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to do that. Alright, back to Lenosha. Whoosh. Yeah, it is self-7. I don't know why I was thinking otherwise. Okay. Alright, so this should be it here. Well, soon. Yeah, so what's up with this gem that we found? There's something we would like for you to examine. Skimir discovered this gemstone in the lost city of Ampador. It seems as if there might be a great import to the fairy Satoto summit. Indeed. Yeah, take a look. Dear gods, it couldn't possibly be. This gemstone, it appears to contain concentrated white magics. How'd you find this? Ah, from what you've described, I can only surmise that this guardian statue's crystal core and the source of its power. Is it possible then that this is what Satoto's father sought to acquire by infiltrating Ampledore? It is very likely. Had the Nemeans managed to attain and analyze one of these gemstones, we could have found the remedies to any number of diseases, possibly even that the sickness which destroyed our lands. It's just as I thought. Lilac was acting with deliberate intent. She had guided us to the lost city that we might uncover this. Normally, a fairy which has failed to fully manifest is nothing more than a sphere of turbulent etheric energy, incapable of being manipulated by its summoner. Lilac, however, is in part a remnant of her father's aether. Perhaps she retained his strong will to see this, that Satoto was saved. Lilac, Father, thank you. Thank you for everything. Well, here's hoping that Crystal will be able to help them with the cure. Given that there's no like storyline with them until after the end of Shadowbringers, as it seems like it might be the case, I imagine when we come back, they'll say, "Hey, we're on the verge of actually coming up with a cure." I think Lilac would retain fragments of her father's consciousness and guide us to the stone. Satoto must have been meant to the world to him. In my selfish desire to reconnect with my father, I caused the two of you a great deal of distress. For that, I'm terribly sorry. There's no need to apologize. Your undying gratitude is more than enough. Thank you, Alka, for everything. That you should, even now, treat me like a young girl I once was. It was perhaps that what I've come to like about you most. My apologies, Toto. I didn't quite catch that. Did you think you could, Satoto, are you alright? You're going red. Perhaps you need to lie down and rest? I'm perfectly fine. Oh god, get a room, you two. Although, Alka, the next time the Royal Marines are out training, would it be alright if I joined you? Of course, you'd be a fine addition to our ranks, my lady. You're a daughter of one of Nemean's very own Royal Marines. After all. For now, this is enough. When the day comes that I regain my original body, however, I pray that you'll give me strength, Father Lilac, that I might one day convey my feelings to him. Aw. So get a room, you two. She was whispering for what she was saying earlier, basically. The two of you have gone to great lengths to bring Satoto safely back to us. For that, I cannot thank you enough. This gemstone that you brought back from Ampledore at Lilac's behest will no doubt pave the way for a new generation of scholars. I shall begin analyzing this gemstone straight away. I'll do whatever it takes to discover the cure, and thus carry on Satoto's father's legacy. And speaking of legacies, you have shaped up to be a mighty fine scholar, Samir. I cannot help but feel proud whenever I look upon you. We're relieved that Satoto's back to normal. While incredibly trying, I cannot help but be glad of our little misadventure. Not only will it aid Sarita Kurita's efforts to discover a cure, but the Royal Marines have become all stronger for it. We even earned ourselves a new member. I know I don't say it enough, but thank you, Samir, for always being there. You're an excellent scholar and an even better friend. Now let us leave this place. It is past time we return home to continue our training. To victory, come hills or high water. Indeed. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we have two sets of gear that we actually need to look through. I haven't even looked at the first one yet. Lilac has bequeathed all her knowledge of Nemean military tactics to you. Ah. This concludes the thing, and you must have Shadowbringers. You must complete the main scenario quest Shadowbringers, which is at the end of the main story for Shadowbringers. And then you must complete this royal quest, Soul of Temperance, which is, we'll find out, that's going to be way later, so. Bada bing, bada boom. And hey, the fairy gauge is unlocked now. Ooh, I actually kind of like it a lot, where it fits right there on top of that. I'm going to adjust that ever so slightly, so it looks a little cooler. Yeah. Oh, just slightly. I'm gonna be a little like that, and then up a little bit. And that should. Yeah, I wanted to. Oh, okay. I'm being a little OCD. I apologize. 1 second, folks. Yeah, I wanted to line up with that thing there. Okay, cool. So, fairy gauge is unlocked. Fairy gauge displays the current amount of Fey Aether accumulated within your fairy. Fey Aether is accumulated by using actions such as Illustrate and Excogitation in combat, depleting the Aether flow gauge. Maintaining an Aether Pact or using Fey Blessing, acquired 56, 76, consumes Fey Aether. Maintaining an Aether Pact. Oh, there it is. It got placed over there. Okay. So, can only be used. Fey Union with a target party member, and it costs 10. Increases when a fairy is summoned. Oh, I didn't mean to close the thing down. Shit. Okay. Well, anyway, it causes her to summon Fey Union, or uses gradually restores HP of a party member with which fairy has a Fey Union. So I think I've seen people, and it's like a direct like beam of healing towards that person. So it's like a regen effect, but 400 potency regen, right? You know, regen effects are usually like this, 120 potency for that long. The Fey gauge is depleted while HP is restored. Fey Union effect fades upon execution of other Fey abilities. And okay, so just a constant healing, like direct healing for a given party member. And then for every what? Recast is 3 seconds. What's the rate of it healing? That's my only question here. Anyway, the point is that it reduces this, so I need to build up my fairy gauge, and then I can use it for direct healing when the time comes. But I don't know what the max is. I imagine 100, but I want to use things like this and Illustrate more often to build it up more, and then use it when the time comes. But I also have this as well, Indomitability. What other abilities do I have that increases my fairy gauge? Illustrate, Sucker, Whispering Dawn. Okay, so that's not going to do anything. Aether Drain does. That's interesting. Was that there before? I don't remember that being there. But maybe it's always been there. So if I any ability that uses up my Aether flow gauge will do it. Right. Okay, so the more I use my Aether flow gauge, the more this fills. Okay. That's just the easiest way to think about it. And then I can use this to get rid of my fairy temporarily and get more. So yeah, cool. All right. So this is like a super direct heals. I almost want to put it down here somewhere because it's kind of like it's a very big heal. 400. I don't know how powerful it is, and I don't have enough on me to really look right now. Okay. But for this purpose for now, though, I will put it over here, and that will be my my thing here. And remove that. Okay. Again, I have to kind of practice and get used to that. So, all right. Now that we have that done, we got all our quests done, and it is 9 o'clock now. I think we'll have some time to do like the dungeon real quick, but I want to take a look at the two gear sets that we just got. So the Orator is the new one we got. So let's take a look at the Savants one first. This is a nice little backdrop for me to do this in here. Okay, so let's take a look. Savant, Savant, Savant. What did you give me besides that? Did you give me a belt? Probably not. Not that I want it. Fable Belt of Healing. Yeah, I don't fucking need that. Okay. Savant, Savant. Savant and Savant. Okay. In terms of a scholar outfit, I like it compared to like the cap and gown I was wearing before. Cool. The gauntlets or the gloves are kind of odd to me, but again, that was, I don't know, And it's like, what is that? What is, like, I have this tube that's on my back and it actually kind of fits really well with the weapon I have too, actually. Kind of like I have Magitech on me. I should probably not stand here with people trying to access the job quest and all that stuff. So yeah. Interesting look. I like it. I don't know how the headpiece looks because I have that turned off. Oh my god, that top hat. That looks amazing. Do that. I hate monocles. But I mean, there it is. So, and we just have like all these books on us. Oh my god, I just realized those are books on my body. Not only do I learn from these books, but they add to my protection. Okay. On top of that, so let's do the Orvants, or Orators, rather. All right. So this is the level 71 that we get. And these ones have traditionally looked more the traditional, scholar look. And sure enough, I think it does. All right, it's getting late. But yeah, it's not bad looking. I'll put these in my glamour box so I can make use of these. I actually kind of like this for the glamour without the fucking headpiece, because I kind of don't like I like to be able to show my hair. So yeah, we got a quilling pen and some parchment and ink. Yeah, I actually kind of like it a lot. So we'll put that as our glamour for Scholar. Unfortunately, my gear shares the same slots with White Mage, so it's not a problem. They can switch between the two in terms of glamour, but what do you call it? If I'm switching in places like outside of major cities, it's not going to take effect, so that's the only problem, but cool. Very cool. All right, so while we have a little bit time to spare here, I'm going to do the one dungeon that we have queued up here. And now that we have our full set of abilities, instant queue. Yeah, let's put them to use right away. I'm not too concerned about, like, I'll try and make use of my new abilities that I've picked up, sure, but the basics always help. Put shields up on people. And yeah, everything that I've picked up on thus far has just been kind of supplemental to my basics, which is just, you know, get my shields shed spared to everyone else, give me a bigger heals and more aether flow stuff. So generally my same tactics apply, which is just, you know, use my shields where appropriate, keep getting my aether flow stacks so that I can do bigger heals and shields and other things like that. So just have to remember my abilities so I can stay on top of all that. All right, so let people know that first time here. And yeah. Cool. All right, make sure I have my fairy out, which she is already out. Cool beans. Let's finish up with finish strong with a nice dungeon here. You are... Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to, yeah, straightforward so far. No big deal. And this is gonna cause us trouble. Okay, see, now I did it on the tank, and the tank had a nice big fat shield, but no one else was nearby, so kind of a waste. But not a big deal. I got it on one person at least. Using the AoE heal is probably not the best thing, but that's fine. Yep, no biggie. All right. I'm just focusing a little bit much just because I want to make sure I know what I'm doing here. Ooh, okay. We're on a limited ground here. Hydro pull. I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm gonna... Yep, figured as much. That's why I got back. Wait, oh, why'd I put it on myself? God damn it. I was trying to do that. I didn't even want to use that skill to begin with. Oh, I don't know what this is gonna do. Rising seas. So let's see how... Okay. Okay, we turn that off. Alright, let me heal. Hydro pull. And done. Okay. Not too bad. Good opportunity to use my skills where I have it there, so... Yeah, so like every 3 or like every 2 seconds, it ticks and I take down 10 energy and it does like a big heal there. So it's not bad. Nice dedicated healing just for the tank or whoever else may need it at the time. So I'm more curious now about like the story implications going on here. These must be all part of that city that was underground, under the water, that was mentioned prior. I'm gonna put that buff on you. Land surge. What are they about to do? That? Okay, focus on one down. Don't... I can take care of that. I need to, Oh, it's a red mage. Okay, I was like, why did it look like white magic? But yep, it's a red mage. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good about like maintaining my magic too, which is nice compared to prior. Just get those back. Oh, definitely use that on there. You focus on the healing while I'll focus on doing DPS. So that's also another thing that's a benefit of doing this. Just like, okay, they can focus on the heals and keeping you alive. And I can just focus on doing DPS. So if my DPS is, or if the healing is not incredibly needed, you know, I can just kind of get some nice DPS there in the meanwhile, so. Oh shit. Mystic Light! Mystic Flame! Stop attacking me, damn it! Oh god. What's happening? Okay. Let's focus on one at a time. They're shielding it, so we need to, get them all down. Let's get a shield up on you just in case. X, transformation. What? Oh, wow, okay. I suppose that works. Sacrifice? Subservience, boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm just trying to pay attention in case he says something worthy of my time. Oh, god damn it. Order to detonate. Okay. This is nice that I get a, so like, what I would do as a white mage is use like Medica and then use a size immediately after, and that gives us a really big, nice heal, like AOE heal, because it's a hard cast AOE heal, and then an instant AOE heal right after, right? That's kind of what I have the ability to do now, with like Sucker, and then immediately use Indomitability afterwards, which is really cool. So. Interesting. What's all this? Oh, it's like a catacombs. Yeah, okay, I just realized what it was. I was like, wait, is this like a library or something? Like underground? Like, nope, it's a fucking catacomb. Okay, while the person has the buff, I don't have to worry about it too much. I was like, I put the buff on him so he'll get healed, but... Oh wait, that's us. Ooh, I'm a ghost. Or something. Let's do one of those. Oh, it's a homunculus. Interesting. The souls of thousands of human spirits condensed all into a... I don't know, I'm just thinking of Full Metal Alchemist when I think about a homunculus, but... And now they have like Philosopher's Stones in them. Oh shit. Let's get my healing back. Oh shit. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Okay, it was a little much. All right, now... Okay, not my best work there. So it seems like Eos came by herself, though. Poison Tongue. I wonder if this is one of the monsters that, the Mag... Why'd I do that? That was a waste of Oh, okay. No tell attacks. All right, back off. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna stick with you over here so you don't get hurt. Let's do one of those. Oh, don't look. Ooh, okay, that was close. Almost. Uh-oh. Tank got crazed. No! Stop! Ow. Okay, this thing has attacks that you just kind of have to kind of watch for. May come join you. Stormblood. Oh yeah, I'm definitely enjoying. Oh god, let me just stay on the edge. Okay, that was fun. Oh, move. So more Oh god. Okay, there we go. Nice. That was fun. That was a fun fight. Aw, I'm sad. Yeah, that was definitely one of the people who got turned into a monster. Loot does not matter to me too much here. I'm just gonna pass on that. All right, have fun, mates. All right, let's finish up because we're gonna be tied into a quest here, story-wise.
Bugger it.
I guess I won the race, huh?
Are you all right? Aye. Everything's still attached.
What's up, guys?
It seems both our paths led here. Very good. We spent altogether too much time fleeing fiends horrid and numerous. How fared you?
About the same. But, as you can tell, we're in the treasure vault.
Much the same, then. 'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Yeah.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
I wouldn't put it that way.
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
Oh shit, there is a lot. Wow. Is that a picture of him?
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Definitely is gonna help Lisa out for sure. So, might as well finish this quest off to completion here. About those dark treasures and fair crawling with abominations. Long story short, it was a proper adventure. Yes, it was. Armvold and I forged ahead at the fastest pace we could imagine, but I was not surprised to find you waiting for us. I suppose it serves us right for challenging the Warrior of Light. Next time we should agree on some manner of handicap. We may have lost off, you know, but think what we found. Quite. I'm still reeling at the sight of that mountain of riches. Well, like how you reel at the sight of that floating specter, you mean? You should have heard him scream, Samir. This is not the first time we've heard of Alfine, being scared of ghostly things. Must be done such momentary lapses. Oh, poor boy. We found this Mad King's Trove, and that's all that matters. Alright, on that note, we'll call it there for today. A little fun note to end off the stream. Alright, there you go. We got through all the scholar stuff, which is great. That fared fairly similar to how I would normally play on a white mage anyway, so I'm still kind of want to play around a bit and see how things play. In terms of just playing as a white as a scholar. But for the most part, yeah, I kind of like the gameplay. There's more things to worry about, just like more mechanics to worry about, as opposed to white mage, versus just pure like heal, 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 regen, get back my MP, heal, regen, MP. You know, so there's more resource management when it comes to scholar. I've realized, but yeah, I don't know. I like them both, so we'll see how things play out. No stream on Wednesday coming up because I have work to do Wednesday night, but I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow or if I'm gonna stream on Thursday instead. Well, quickly, let's think about it. What things do I have I want to do? In terms of job stuff, I want to get Paladin, Samurai, and Bard up, right? But I'd rather get to level 70 first before I start trying to and just blaze through the quest line at that point. So I'm not quite ready for that yet. So Thursday might be a good time for those. Besides the quests, the job quests, what else do we have left? Oh, right, but like I said, Wednesday, or at least, you know, this week will be Tuesday or Thursday. I want to go through these side stories, so that will be the focus of that. And then Friday we'll focus on the job quests and potentially main story if we have some more spare time in between that. So that will be the plan. Yeah. So tomorrow, yeah, we'll do tomorrow. We'll do this one here, the Stubborn as Stone. And if we get through that fairly good enough, we'll focus on the Ruby Princess storyline. And then I'll be doing that in the middle of the week going forward. Because this is a long quest line as far as I am aware. But I'm curious to see more about this, and I want to learn more about the denizens of the people in the Ruby Sea. And the Ruby Princesses in general. What they're all about. Because I'm always happy to learn more about the lore. So... and hopefully we get that in a good pace so that we can start tackling the Hildebrand storyline, you know, after that. So, and then Friday, like I said, job quests and main story. All right, that will do it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Samir the Knight. If you want to get notifications for whenever I go live, there's a Discord link down below. And any of my vlogs get uploaded to YouTube within a few days. All right, once again, thank you very much for watching. This has been Samir the Knight, and I will catch you next time. See ya.